So we have here a classic way how you can dynamically create pages based on data on Gatsby. The old way, you would go to Gatsby node and then export the create pages. You run a query, and based on that data, you would create pages. In my case here, I'm going through all the Pokemon entries on my contentful space and creating a new page with a path of the slug and passing the like the slug as a context. And then inside of my template here, I would capture that slug, which is passed through the context, and create the page and display the name. And you can see here my server is running, and this is, for example, a page. And then if I go, for example, I know I have also Charmander, and I go there, and you can see the page is displaying the content. So there's a new way how you can do this without having to write all this boilerplate code, which is called file system routes. So the way you do it is you go to your pages folder, create a new file, and in here you add a bracket, then give it the name of the node type. In my case here, it's going to be the contentful Pokemon. So I would say, okay, I want the contentful Pokemon. And here you can decide which field will be displayed in the path. So in our case here, we want to use the slug. So we're going to do dot slug, and then close the bracket and add the JS extension. Now what we can do is go to this Pokemon here and copy the code from the template, paste it into the page, and instead of a slug here, we would pick the ID, because that's the thing that's already passed to Gatsby by default. And we can use the ID to identify which page we are looking at and query the same data. That's fine here. Let's save that, stop our server. We can even like delete this folder here and go to the Gatsby node. We can select all, remove that, and then if we run our server, we should hopefully get the same result. So if you refresh, you can see here, these are pages that are generated using the file system route. Let's also check Squirtle.